Good evening, everybody. This is Jeff J. Brown, China's Radio Sino Land, for another interesting and informative China Tech update. This one actually has extreme global implications for humanity, and it concerns the Tokamak, the Tokamak, the fusion reactors. There's a big competition going on right now. The Tokamak in classic nuclear energy that we know about today, it is fission. They split like a uranium atom in two, releasing a lot of energy, but also a lot of radioactivity. And whatever I'm not here to debate whether nuclear is good or bad, but that's how they do it, and that's how atomic bombs work, hydrogen bombs work. They split atoms. It causes plutonium, uranium, and it causes a chain reaction. And of course, in a nuclear reactor today, they have to control that chain reaction so that it produces the energy to turn the steam turbines to make the electricity. In the case of the Tokamak, it is fission. It is where they take two hydrogen atoms and squeeze them together, which also releases a tremendous amount of energy. This is exactly what happens inside of the sun. Every star works on fission. Two hydrogen atoms making helium and a massive release of energy. Who's ahead and who's bringing up the rear? China just announced that they are going to commission what they're calling their artificial sun this year, and which would be a big deal if it were to happen. Russia said also that they are going to commission theirs. So it would appear that these are the two countries that are really the furthest ahead. South Korea's gotten one to work for like 70 seconds. The Russians did it back in the 90s. They're the ones that developed it. It's their invention, and they developed it back in the 1950s. And but they could only get it to run back with technology at that level. 50 years ago, 60 years ago, they can only get it to run for a few seconds. Obviously, it needs to run all the time so that there's a constant source of energy. What's fascinating about it, the chamber's only about as big as the thimble or like an espresso cup of coffee. They put in deuterium, which is an isotope of hydrogen and lithium, and it produces fabulous amounts of energy. The numbers are a 1,000 megawatt Tokamak would use about 100 kilograms of deuterium hydrogen and 3 metric tons of lithium a year, producing 7 billion kilowatts of energy, which is the equivalent of 1,500,000 tons of coal. And it's also it's pollution free. So the implications for humanity, the implications for the future of the Earth are unbelievable. The United States, they continue. I mean, they were ahead for quite a while, but then they, money problems. If you cut taxes for millionaires and billionaires, there's not enough money to do research and development and social programs, etc. So they've got money problems. The United States and Europe are supposed to be involved in what's called the ITER in France. That's going to be a 500 megawatt center, but it won't even be ready at the earliest till 2025. The U.S. Navy has applied for a patent for a compact tokamak, apparently maybe to put on a ship or something, but no updates on that. The United States and Russia supposedly had a secret tokamak project ongoing. But after 2016, the way the Russians have been completely demonized, and attacked by the United States and Europe. I really, even if the rumor is true, I can't imagine the Russians being very cooperative when they've got their own Tokamak that they're going to be supposed to be cranking up this year. So who needs the United States? Anyway, it has an incredible potential to essentially have free energy. With just some hydrogen gas and some lithium and no pollution. It could literally save humanity, and it looks like the Chinese and the Russians are at the head of the table. This is Jeff Brown, China Russian Radio Sinoland, signing out. Bye bye.